Yes, after almost a year, I'm back on the trailer project. I just got so involved with other stuff this summer that I didn't get a chance to get this done. Okay, so I got the drawbar out of it. You'll have to go back and review my other videos, what I'm doing with this. This had a steel deck on it, which I've taken off and it's laid over there, and it had wooden sides. And they were all rotten, so I've taken it off. It is like 12 or 13 years old. So my plan is I've scuffed up most of the rust off in the frame here, as you can see. I'm going to go over it again quickly, and then I'm going to put anti-rust paint on it and paint it black. I pulled the drawbar out. It was put in with a great big 3/4 inch bolt. The skids on it that centered it were actually rusted so bad that they were jamming it and swelling, so I knocked the middle one off. I might have to put that one back in, and just to help it center when it comes down. I'm going to grind it down thinner though, of course. So I've taken the drawbar out because I want to reinforce the drawbar, because right where the hitch pin is, it comes out from underneath the box, and that looks like a point where the stress is going to bend it. So there's the pinhole, and that's right where the front edge of the box sits. So what I've got is a block of 2.5 by 1/2 inch steel, and I've got 2 pieces of rebar, which they're going to have to be cut a little bit, which I'm going to weld from like here to there. I'm going to have to flatten that out a little bit. And the other piece is going to go from here to there. So you see what I got. I got a truss, I got a triangle, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to measure those, I'm going to cut those, I am going to bend them slightly, I'm going to grind them clean, I'm going to grind the spots where they hit the frames, the drawbar clean, and we'll get to welding it, but you don't need to watch me do all that, because I'm just going to grind those spots where the ends are free of rust, like I have this. Already cleaned that, already cleaned the steel, and then we'll figure out how to cut it, which I think I got my Sawzall here somewhere. I'll just cut it with the Sawzall in the vise, and then I'll bend the tip of them in the vise. I'm going to grind it a little flat on the edge so it gets a good weld. Alright, we'll be back. So, what the hell? We're doing a little grinding right here just before the chain and safety eye. Alright, so that's how I'm doing that. I did that extra de-rusting. As you can see, this is really rusty here, and that rod's going to be up through here. So I think I'm going to go over that right now while you're not watching, and clean the rest of that rust off so I can get to it. So I've cleaned up that area down there, and I bent the end of this rod. This, make sure that my bend isn't too much, and it is. I'm going to have to straighten that out a little bit on the end. I guess I could weld it and then pound it down and weld it some more. And that's how they're overlapping in the middle. Now, I haven't got this bar welded yet. So I'll weld one, I'll weld that, I'll position the rods either way then. And I need to mark this where I want to cut it. And I have no clearance issue underneath the van, or underneath the... I mark like an X where I want the bend to be. And I'm going to cut this off again with the saw. I got my demo saw with my reciprocating. So now you can see what I got. There's the front rebar. It's bent to a slight angle to conform at about 3 or 4 inches. Comes over to my center post. Both bars have been cleaned and brushed. They will be welded together and weld to the support bar, and the support bar welded by the pivot pin there. And then this end is cleaned and ready for welding. So I'm going to weld the center post in first. And we'll go from there. Let me get set up. I hear you beeping at me over here. All right, I'm almost ready to start welding the center block. I got my ground hooked up to a good attack this. Make sure she's straight. I'm going to attack the opposite side. Nice sizzle. That's what I like to hear. A little swirl to your... Now I can weld the whole thing straight across. Now in actuality, this just is like an arm. This isn't really pulling anything. It's sparks in my shoe, that hurts. Yeah, we'll put a little on the side here. Alright. World's best welder? Nope. Does it get the job done? Yes, it does. That ain't coming apart in a million years. And I want to do two things here. I want to get my center bar so it sits nice and flush. At the center of the bend. Like that. And then I'm going to clamp it down here. You're going to see how it lines up with this other one. Gap in between, but we'll fill that with weld. So I think we're ready to go attacking. Actually, I'd like to roll that a little bit. Can I? Difficult because it wants to sit like that. I'm going to attack that like that. I can look up. And once I attack it, she'll stay twisted. There we go. Let's tack the other one on the same way. A new rod.
What am I doing with my rod?
Oh, duh, it's laying right there. Alright. Because I kind of want these to suck together. Like that. Oh, that's nice. I got a small clamp I can do that with, I think. Yeah, maybe I can do it with this. This is a little wonky. The real welder, not one of them little hobby welder, MIG welders. Them toys for making jewelry. I haven't even started to turn on the power on this thing. I'm using about 1/2 of the power. All right. I got a little bit to touch up here on the end. I was going to beat this a little bit too. Beat this one into submission. All right. Now we'll clean it up and take a quick look. Oh, that's not. That is welding. Welding! Come on. Slag there. I was having a hard time getting contact. All right, I don't think that there's anything else. I'm gonna leave that that welder run a little bit and keep it cool. All right, guys and gals, friends and family, here we are back at Bob's Barn Workshop again. Today, I guess this is going to be about part 4 of the trailer restoration. I've got to descale all this. I'm using the Benchmark Abrasives flap wheels. These things are phenomenal. I'm just going to knock all the scale off this because I have a rustproofing paint coating that says it'll go over firm, solid rust. and stop the rust. And then we will put Rustoleum on it. I gotta cut these things off too. Alrighty, well, I'll just do a little here. You don't want to see me grind for hours here. But hopefully after I get this knocked down, I'll be able to put the coat on it soon. Let's see what we can do. Well, we don't need to keep going on video with this. You can see this Benchmark Abrasive is making fast work of the scale on this. So that's all I'm going to do is just clean up that rough scale. Now that feels smooth, but there's rust. And all I'm really concerned right now is getting the very bottom. Because after I get the very bottom coated, I'll coat it, then I'll flip it down, cuts up the top, coat that, and then I guess I'll have to flip it back up to paint the bottom. But I got a lot of work here. Some wire brush wheel stuff will do this too. But hey, guess what? I'm going to do what I can do. Will I get it all? No. Will I do the best I can with the time and effort that I want to put into it? Yes. Alright guys, so check back and we'll do some coating. I'm trying to clean up. I did most of this now with the grinder, but I can't get in between these two bars in a couple of places, so I got my little whizzy here. Ouch. Of course this was a little bit longer, but yeah, still get in there and get most of it. Get out the paint. I'm done. Alright. Well, obviously the lighting is not ideal here. I'm under the apple tree so I could tie it up. So I've got our CORROSEAL here. And, or CORROSEAL. You just had to paint a thick white coat on. And of course I don't care if it looks beautiful. And as I said, I'm just worried about the very bottom right now. Coming apart. So, quick pause, I'm going to get a rag. So what started as just doing the bottom, I have done the whole thing, with the exception of the bottom of that beam on the bottom there that I can't paint from the bottom. So I'll be able to do most of the spray painting tomorrow. And once I get it spray painted on the bottom, I can drop it back down. And I'll put 2 coats on the bottom first. And then we'll drop it over on the top and do 2 coats. And then we can finish it up. I got to do the tongue now. And that's in there, and I'm going to bring that out and put it on sawhorses. I'm not doing that in there and swap all over. Sure, you find this riveting. Let's paint the tongue. I should try to paint the chain. Alright. Well, alrighty then. This is Bob from Bob's Barn Workshop. It's been a ball, guys. We got this crap done. We're going to let it dry a little bit. We'll put it inside. And tomorrow we'll put the Rustoleum on it. So till then, God bless. Take care. We'll see you next time. This is going to be in the same episode, don't worry. I'm not done with the episode yet. So today, it's a beautiful day, and I'm hitting these parts with black gloss Rustoleum. I'm going to do 2 coats spray. I'm using a lot of spray cans. One of the cans I bought, of course, doesn't work. So I got to go back, get some more. I think I need about 4 more cans because I got to do the top of this whole frame too. And I got 1 coat on the bottom, looks pretty good. She's pitted, but rust proofed now. Hopefully it'll last a few more years. We're good to go. Alrighty. Let's keep on going. Utility trailer restoration stage whatever. This is the drawbar, which has been trussed as you saw us do, and it has about 3 coats of Rustoleum on all sides. First with a coat of CORROSEAL rust inhibitor slash neutralizer or whatever. One of those paints you can paint over rust, turns it into something different than rust, I don't know, but we're giving it a try. And the frame also has 3 coats on the bottom of Rustoleum Black Industrial. So now we'll be able to drop her back on her wheels because we don't need it upside down here anymore. And I will I'm going to put an aluminum diamond plate on it, so I just need to paint the top of the frame that I can see now a couple of coats. And then we're going to put the diamond coat and the sides on it and wire the lights, and she'll be done. Now what I want to do for the lights is the wire comes through the drawbar. And back here where the bolt is where it's open. So from here, I'm going to go over and drill a hole in the frame. I'm going to probably weld some tubing or washers or something on there to run the wires through. Drill a hole into the frame there with a grommet. And then I can run my wires to the front, and the marker lights, and back here to the frame for the tail lights. And so I'll drill a hole like right here somewhere. And back here is probably, actually comes out here. That's actually from an old, I had a car axle on here at one time, and the shackles were just wide enough to span this. That's probably fine. I'll bring the wires out there. Actually, I want to bring them out the other side. So, well, there is a hole on the other side too, and go up the back. I want to leave enough slack inside the frame that I was thinking about bringing some lights when I put the tailgate, the new tailgate style on this, to bring the lights out. I'm going to put a post up from here. This is obviously on its side. Put a post out from here with one of those oval lights right here out of the way. These ones stick out quite far. Or I might just stick them on the back of the bracket when I put a bracket for the Put a bracket out here for the rear fenders. Well, there's only 2 fenders. But anyway, all right. Off to the cabin. Well, there you go. While the camera was down, dead battery, my son-in-law stopped over here and we put the drawbar back in the trailer and flipped it back on its wheels. So now I got to spray paint what I can see on the top. And I'm going to actually put diamond plate on it. Aluminum diamond plate for the deck. And the sides will be waterproof plywood. MDO, that is, the real nice plywood that has the epoxy coating on it. That will be painted probably porch gray enamel. I got a spray can of white enamel. We'll spray up those wheels and make them look nice and fresh again. And then we can use it again. I've been waiting to use it. All right, so what are we doing in here?